Hello, this is a review of the JLS FN F2000. Definitely one of the newer guns out there. This gun is currently only made by JLS with possible plans from another manufacturer in the future, but we don't know about that for sure. I don't have the original rail that came with this gun. I built this optic. As far as I know, I'm the only one who's built an optic for it, but your gun won't come with this. It'll come with that rail, which is said to be a bit problematic because some scope rings and stuff have too much space in them to fit the thin rail that goes on here. And it also comes with two really ugly sling mounts that are both not accurate and just really impractical because they get in the way of your sight so easily. This is painted. This was the tan version. But I painted it flat black, so if you get the tan version, can't really describe it to you, but it's pretty ugly. The black version is kind of glossy. This upper receiver and this front handguard is the only part I didn't repaint. So the whole gun pretty much looks like this color when you get it out of the box. It's a pretty heavy gun. It's a lot bigger than what people think. A lot of people think it's like a P90 with, a slightly longer barrel and a different, butt pad and whatever. It's really not. It's a lot heavier. Here's a P90, and as you can see, even the grips are smaller on the P90, so it's not even the same frame at all, really. See the front hole on this P90 and the front hole on this, completely different size. The thumb hole, completely different size. So, completely different gun. This one's quite a bit heavier and obviously a lot longer. What kind of disappoints me about this gun is it has an M4 length barrel, but it's still like as big as an M4 and it's a bullpup. It's not more clumsy to wave around and stuff. So some people say it's good for CQB. I disagree with that. I'd say it's a mid-range rifle for sure. The magazine is a standard 300 wind-up mag. It's a light silver kind of Vietnam looking color. It's totally compatible and whatever. Feeds fine. The safety switch just safety and on, you could say, kind of like the TM FAMAS. It's got the selector switch on it over here as well. When you turn it can be on as auto or on as semi, so you have to set it down here. This doesn't exist on the real one, and that drives a lot of people nuts, and it's kind of annoying as a P90 user to only have one setting when I flip this around, because I'm used to having all three. The hop-up is located right here on this thing, which is there on the real one as well. Don't know what it's called off the top of my head. It has an M4 style hop-up chamber. It's not completely a copy of the M4 chamber because two of the wheels have been switched around basically. So that you can get to the actual adjustment knob right there on the top. This hop-up chamber is absolutely terrible. It works, but it's terrible. It just spits them everywhere. I don't know if that's because of the chamber itself or the barrel as well. I'll show you that in a sec. So to take it apart, you push down the button on the side with these little ridges. Make sure it's out on the other side and just slowly pry this forward. If you just try and push it forward, it's not going to come out because there's more tabs up there. You gotta feel it and pull it out. The barrel will come out with that. So here you can see, this is the M4 hop-up. You can see the wheels are slightly different. The barrel is brass. Seems to be okay quality. I haven't really measured the diameter of it or anything. Here's the frame of it. This is a clamshell frame. So if you want to take the gearbox out or anything else in here, you gotta split every single Phillips head screw on this thing. Feeds pretty well. It doesn't accept standard mags or mid caps or anything. It's because I believe that the high caps are thicker and so they push out more, so the mag catch can't actually catch the standards in this because they're too thin and they don't push against the mag catch, so they don't really stay in. And I believe the nozzle diameter for the mags is slightly different on the standards. Here's the upper receiver. It's got this little fake charging handle thingy for us. It's really weak, guessing so you don't break it, but what I don't like is they didn't add like a little spring for this, so that when you pull it back and move it up or whatever, this doesn't snap forward. It just kind of flies around all the time. Really annoying in the middle of a game, so you could either add some kind of spring to that or super glue it down if it bugs you, like it does me. Also, the barrel isn't quite justified by the length, also because, well, it sits about, let's see, yeah, comes up right about here on the upper receiver. And you can see there's a good at least 2 inches more barrel that you can get out of it. This is the flash hider, it's plastic, but this is all glued together out of the factory if you buy this in the US, I believe. Took me a while to get mine off. I just took apart the receiver, which is also clamshell design, just split it in half, and run the flash hider and the other thread under really hot water, and then use 2 pair of pliers and try and squeeze them out. The standard clockwise thread for both the flash hider and the extension. Now, because I moved mine back a little bit to be more realistic, I can't just screw on the flash hider there, but if you leave it stock, then you can theoretically just screw on the flash hider right onto the end of there and somewhat take advantage of the shorter length of the rifle with respect to the barrel. That's about it for the upper receiver, I guess. Alright, it's got a nice metal seat for the pop-up chamber so that it doesn't wobble around or whatever, but still, not very reliable. Here's where you put in the battery. It's just this rubber butt plate here. Mine's a little blemished, but it should be easy to take off. As you can see, it's just a butt plate, kind of like an AUG. Well, not really, but whatever. It's got a little thin ridge inside to grab on. And there's your battery attachment. The battery it comes with, sorry I don't have it in hand right now, it's a 9.6 mini. It's kind of longer than a regular 9.6 mini, but it's actually really, really good. Lasts a long time, nice rate of fire, whatever. This gun has a lot of room in it too, so it's pretty easy to put in. This gun has a version 2 hybrid, similar to a version 2 gearbox, except it's got a motor cage embedded inside of the gearbox shell, so if the motor actually sits right behind it, kind of like a version 6, P90 style gearbox. You can actually see the motor here behind this sling mount, which is fairly sturdy, by the way. The gearbox is above average for a clone. It's got metal bushings. The gears are pretty solid. Everything's pretty solid so far. I haven't had any feed issues or grinding issues or whatever, and there's a good centimeter between either side of the gearbox, so there's definitely room for padding for those of you who want to silence your gearbox. As far as I can tell, there's no motor adjustment or anything for this, but it seats pretty well, and I believe the motor is soldered in, so if you want to swap that out, you have to solder it in. Other than that, it's alright, and I'd recommend it for people who just want to stand out or whatever. I definitely, if you're just going for a CQB role and you're going to buy this as your only gun, I would probably say it's not worth lugging around because it is big and heavy due to the size, the gearbox,